It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
And good morning to you. It is Thursday, December 21st, and rain returns to the Ozarks tonight. I think for most of us, we'll stay rain-free during the daylight hours today, but it's mild out there this morning. Temperatures, as you head out the door, they're near 40 degrees. It's incredibly warm. I once again have an above average day in the forecast, 57 for the high temperature today, mostly cloudy skies, and I think most of that rain is going to hold off for us as we head into the evening hours and move into much of Friday. The rain will be widespread, but I think most of it's going to be pretty light in nature. The other story today is that the south wind sticks around, and that's what's keeping us so warm in the forecast. So we'll dive right in this morning as we get closer and closer to the Christmas holiday. Warm and rainy are the headlines in the Ozarks for the holiday weekend. I mentioned rain chances start today, but really for most, I think this will be after sunset, and it should be very light in nature. I'm not expecting any thunderstorms. I don't think you're going to get just a ton in the rain gauge with this first round, but by the time we kind of add up all the rain chances in this forecast, a widespread 1 to 3 inches are possible across the Ozarks. So a nice hefty little rain total here for the holiday. And those of you that will be hitting the roads for holiday travel might want to pay attention to this forecast because there will be some rainfall that could just not be that pleasant to drive in. Temperatures remain above average, not just today, but all the way through Christmas Day. I told you 57 for the high temp. Not hard to get there when we're starting at 40 degrees. So you don't need the big, thick winter coat today, but I expect that you're going to want the rain gear starting today. And maybe just keep an umbrella in the car. Go ahead, pack it right now because you're going to need it through Christmas Day. We do have unsettled weather that will spread into a large portion of the Midwest today. In fact, rain chances expected all the way from Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, all the way up into Illinois and Indiana. This is all out ahead of our next disturbance that's going to be pushing through for us. And like I said, it's nothing that's too heavy, but it's widespread rainfall that lasts through much of the forecast period. Light rainfall amounts will be with us starting tonight, lasting through most of Friday. And through Friday night, I think the best chance for rain is likely going to be about a 50% chance of getting 1/10 of an inch. So it's not going to be a ton of rainfall, less than 1/4 inch in most places through this time period. But like I said, these are not the only rain chances in the forecast. So we'll add to that with another round that comes through likely for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The forecast for today, 57 degrees, rain chances moving in very lightly. Overnight tonight, we really just don't see these low temperatures fall too much. We keep this strong south wind with the cloud cover in place. It kind of insulates us tonight. It acts like a blanket in the overnight hours, and that means our low temp will only fall back to about 45 again. Once again, that sets us up for another warm 157 again on Friday. The rain chance looks pretty good through the day on Friday afternoon, and then rain chances decrease for us on Saturday if that's a travel day for you. The 23rd looks all right. I think we'll keep a good deal of cloud cover, keep about a 20% chance for rain in the Ozarks, and temperatures will be approaching 61 degrees on Saturday. So a warm Christmas. Kids can play in the yard if you're getting together on Saturday. It will be a nice warm afternoon to enjoy. Overnight lows, as I mentioned, they stay really warm too. In fact, we're above freezing through this entire timeline. So even if the white Christmas were in question, which it's not, temperatures not even making it to freezing for the overnight hours is not a good sign that you're going to see much of winter weather in the forecast in the extended range. Then we have rain chances moving back into the forecast. I think they ramp up again on Sunday. That's for Christmas Eve. Monday, we hold on to the rain chances in the Ozarks. And I think Sunday probably looks like the best chance for widespread rain. Timing of the highest coverage on Sunday will probably be in the afternoon and evening hours, but it's about an 80% chance for rain on Sunday. So a pretty good bet that you're going to be dealing with some rainfall then. As we move into Christmas Day, we are going to be talking about rain chances, about a 40% chance for rain. It looks like the highest totals will be in the eastern Ozarks on Christmas Day, but we are holding on to that warm and soggy pattern. Around the country, what's making headlines today is that excessive rainfall is continuing for portions of Southern California. I told you about that yesterday. More rain for Southern California today. So likely going to be some flood headlines coming out of that state. We also have temperatures that are nearly 15 to 25 degrees above where they typically are for much of the northern and central high plains. We're above average in the Midwest as well. And then cold air, it could return to not only the Ozarks, but for the middle part of the country after Christmas. We're talking closer to New Year's. It does look like cold weather is going to come back. So don't write off the winter season just yet. In fact, by the way, winter officially begins late tonight. So winter is coming after Christmas, well after Christmas. We have several days of above average temperatures before we have to deal with that really cold weather. All right, here's a look at that around the Ozarks wake up weather brain twister question. This is what I left you with yesterday. It was a 50-50 yesterday. True or false? The gangster movie that Kevin McAllister watches in Home Alone is a real film. The options were true or false. Those of you that took a guess over on the Facebook page or the website, if you guessed B, false, you are correct. You all know the movie I'm talking about. He watches it several times, but in the hotel room, it comes in really handy. That movie was given a fake title of Angels with Filthy Souls. It's not a real movie. It is a violent black and white gangster film, though, that Kevin McAllister watches as he tries to tempt his missing family out of hiding. He says, "Guys, I'm eating junk food, watching rubbish. You better come stop me." And it proves to be pretty useful in that scene when it comes to foiling the inept burglars and scaring them, scaring those pizza boys. But you won't find that flick on any streaming services. Sorry to say, if gangster movies are your thing and you were thinking that sounds better than a Christmas movie, you're going to have to queue up a Christmas movie. Sorry to break it to you. All right, here's a look at that brain twister question. This is for tomorrow. The charity Toys for Tots is run by the reserve force of which branch of the U.S. military? Do you think it is the Army, the Marine Corps, the Navy, or the Coast Guard? Let me know your guess. You can do that aroundtheozarks.com. That's where you enter your guess. It is free to enter, and your prize for being correct, if you win the pool of all correct answers, is a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. So thank you, Scooters. We are getting closer to Christmas. We could all use a little caffeine jolt, right? I know I could today. I'm about to go have another cup myself. Have a fantastic day. I will catch you early tomorrow and enjoy that 57